My name is Cundell Statt and I'm the Director of Engineering at Applied Information. So I'm in charge of all of the development of the physical product, so the hardware development and the embedded development. So I was born in Johannesburg, South Africa. Very quickly moved to a little coastal town called Knysna in South Africa. When I finished school, I went to university in Stellenbosch. Then I did my master's there as well. My father and I started a company in the security industry. Obviously, security industry in South Africa is a very big industry. So I got a lot of experience in the security industry, in the IoT world, app development, back-end development, that sort of thing. But I'd always agreed with my father that when I finished studying, I was going to leave the company to go do my own thing. When I finished studying, I did my master's with a company that was in small electric vehicles, so essentially small Teslas for the last mile delivery, designing fuse boxes and all sorts of different processing units for their vehicle. From there, I put my CV out on a recruitment platform, and the next day, Peter in South Africa saw it, and then I got a message, and that's how I found out about AI. I actually had one or two other companies interested, but when I saw what AI did, I really liked the fact that it was actually for helping people, doing something that the technology seemed really good, instead of just another consumer product of making another radio that flashes green and blue. Well, I think when you listen to feedback, you inherently will always design better products, because the more feedback you get, particularly from the customers and your distributors, they're obviously the ones working with things. So we're getting feedback from our distributors saying, hey, we're really struggling with this. It's an inherent thing for engineers to have a picture in their mind of what they think the problem needs to be solved, and then we do our best to solve that problem. But everybody jokes around about electronic engineers, just close the blinds and turn the lights off and leave them in their little dark room and they'll get the job done, kind of thing. And that is true from an extent. And the consequence of that is you don't necessarily know what's going on when the customer's using it or out in the world. So having that feedback is really important to make sure that, we could develop this brilliant thing, but that doesn't actually help save lives. But we could make this one small tweak which might make the efficiency of the system so much better, or the reliability of the system so much better, or the ease of the user to use it so much better. So that culture of being able to listen to people, get feedback, not say, engineering feeds this information and these people feed this information, everybody can feed the information in, means that we can really actually get all that information of the changes we need to make and the improvements we need to make. So I'm an engineer at heart, brought up as an engineer. So for me, building and fixing anything is pretty much what I enjoy doing. As my mom would say, I've got Land Rovers in my DNA. My grandfather had Land Rovers, my dad had Land Rovers, I've got Land Rovers. And as everybody else knows, Land Rovers have been turning men into mechanics for many years. So I enjoy working on cars, particularly Land Rovers. Growing up in a small seaside town, I'm a water baby. I enjoy being on boats, particularly sailing, skiing, wakeboarding. And then I also grew up in Scouts. My parents were involved in that. So anything camping, hiking, being outdoors, that's really what I enjoy doing.